Welcome, Eve. Thank you so much for accepting to be with us in this Unlock with Hari. Thank you so
Oh,
much. And you being a folk singer from Ireland, and your
that's right.
theme is love
Sorry.
and peace. So we would like to listen to you, but your songs. But before that, can you please tell us how did you start your career as a singer?
All right. Well, I was always drawn um to arts, and I was never really into television. Like I grew up in various different places. So I was born in Australia, and then we moved to Japan when I was a baby, and I spent some lovely years in Japan. And then we went to Tasmania, and we lived in England and Wales as well before coming to Ireland. But through it all, I grew up without television, and so songs were my life. Songs and and stories and books. But my parents weren't really folk musicians themselves. But I just generally started singing in a folk way, just because I never felt modern, like the rest of the people my age, and I just started singing in a way. And one day, when I was about 11, my dad said to me, um, "You really sound like you have a folk voice, you know." And I said, "What's that?" Because I hadn't been brought up with it. And then I the first people I would have listened to then would have been people like English singers like Eliza Carthy and Martin Carthy. But you see, I never copied them, and I didn't. I wasn't brought up in a folk family. I actually found it myself, found my own voice. So and then from then I started to look back further, because these Martin Carthy would have been one of the revivalists of the folk, and I looked back to who influenced him, and then I discovered the whole Irish and Scottish tradition, and I became I um, discovered the traveller singers like Margaret Barry and Davy Stewart, like the field recordings of them, and that was really how they they really spoke to me more than the modern folk singers. So I kind of started when I was 11 with modern folk music, and just went back further and further until I almost found the roots of the whole tradition. Like, yeah.
Okay, okay. And what lessons have you learned being a singer? What are the areas where you learned, like in your journey, there would have been some challenges, you would have learned some lessons in life. Can you tell me about that?
Yes, well, definitely. One of the key lessons that my parents taught me um, was to be myself. And lots of people my age and younger, when they leave university, when they leave school, they just go for an office job, or they their key priority is making money or making a living. Whereas with me, I didn't want that, and I knew that it could be quite hard making my living as a singer, but that's the only thing that I could do. That's what I'm meant to do. So so my lesson is be yourself, and stick true to who you are.
Okay,
Mm, yeah.
that's interesting. And how do you see this current period, lockdown period, where things are kind of a bit hard for everybody? How do you see
Yeah.
this period, the COVID and Corona? How do you see this lockdown? How do you see this, or the way forward for the music
Yeah.
industry?
Yeah. Well, it was um and when I first saw the corona coming in China and spreading across the world, I was horrified, and I still am. I mean, my hearts are with the people who've lost loved ones. But like the lockdown itself, while financially it has affected me because I have had no gigs. Um, the lockdown itself has actually given me time. And myself and my partner Jimmy Crowley, the great singer, we've been recording like we've done a whole CD of recording demos on our phones because of this time. And I would say that some people haven't never been in a situation where they've actually had time to think and to go a little slower and a bit more zen. And this might be the first time in their whole lives, you know. Whereas with me, I have always tried to go a little slower anyway, so it has suited me. And I know that the lockdown has been very hard for many people, but I just think that they need to realize that life is short anyway, so they should appreciate the slowness of it, and you know, and just get back to nature a little bit, you know.
Okay, okay. Even though you made it sound very simple, you know, when you said like, you know, being myself was the advice I received from my parents, or
Right.
doing what I like, and that's what makes me happy. Or now, when you said like adapting to this new normal or adapting to this kind of scenario is something
Yeah.
which you're able to do it easily because you have always been in that angle of thinking and living your life that way. So it's kind of easier and you're able to
Yeah.
adapt. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you
So
so much.
while the corona itself has given me so much anxiety, and I've been worried about you know, all my friends and everything, the lockdown itself has been just just given me some time, you know, which I needed anyway. So
Okay.
that's how I see it. But I know other people feel differently.
Okay. Now we would like to listen to your songs. First, you may start with English, and
All right.
then maybe a few sentences in Irish and Welsh also would be nice. But
That's
over to you in English first.
all right. That's grand. Well, first I will start with a song I wrote called "The Garden," and this song, one of my friends, she lent me a book on horticulture and the moon, and planting um seeds by the light of the waxing moon and the waning moon, and it was full of riddles, and this song just came out of it. So "The Garden." Ah, the bluebird will fly through the sky, and the garden will grow again soon. Yes, the garden will grow again soon. For the garden she grows with the moon. Yes, the garden she grows with the moon. Sing, lilies, sing, Gilborn time. Sing, lilies, sing, marjoram and chive. Ah, the waves will flow once again, and the marjoram is sown when she's new. Yes, the marjoram is sown when she's new, and all is one with the moon. Yes, all is one with the moon. Sing, lilies, sing, aniseed and sage. Sing, lilies, sing, marjoram and thyme. Moon, port on shoe the horse. Now we carry on the bells at night, them with the sweet moonlight. Ah, the waves will flow once again, and the basil is sown at away. Yes, the basil is sown at away, and the cycle of life starts again. Yes, the cycle of life starts again. Sing, lilies, sing, lilies, sing, aniseed and sage. Sing, lilies, sing, marjoram and sage. Sing, Molly, sing a foreign time. Sing, Molly, sing, Molly, sing, aniseed and thyme. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much, Eve. That was good. And
Thanks.
something offbeat for people from my part of this world, the country where we've come from, this kind of country music, each country and each state has their own traditional approach to this.
That's
And
right.
I'm happy that I'm
That's
able
right.
to today listen to your style from all the way from Ireland. Okay, since our theme is more on love
No,
and
thank you
peace,
so much. So wait,
I'll leave it to you. Like,
yeah.
you can sing your favorite songs. Over to you.
All, all right. Well, I just wanted to say that we're going to film that song, "The Garden," in a lovely convent garden soon in Cork, where I live in County Cork,
Oh,
and
okay,
I, for that I will be dressing in the traditional Macroom cloak, Macroom hooded cloak, which
okay.
is what people used to wear in Ireland 100 years ago. So
Wow.
you know, I'm trying to really root myself in the past of the people, because I feel them behind me when I sing, the singers of the past. So here's a short song, a macaronic song, which means half. It means in two languages, so it's in English and Irish. And I
Okay.
might sing several words in Welsh later. I haven't been singing Welsh for a while, so I have to. So
Please,
this
please
is
go
a
ahead.
song called Siúl Ruin, which,
Okay.
yeah. Pardon?
No, I
This
said
is
like
this is a
if
song called
you're
Siúl Ruin, which,
okay. Your voice is good, so
yes.
please sing. No issues.
All right. Yeah. So I learned this from the great singer called Elizabeth Cronin.
Okay.
Hmm. Hmm. I wonder where on yonder hill 'tis there I'd sit and cry my fill, till every tear would turn a mill as great to morning sun. Sjoel arroen, sjoel sokkere, sjoel gokjoen, sjoel gadare sageselglum, as great morning star. I'll sell my wheel, I'll sell my wrong, I'll sell my only spinning wheel to buy my love a coat of steel as great to morning sun. Sjoel arroen, sjoel dotter saga, sjoel gokjoen, sjoel dotter saga, særlig klung, as great morning star. I'll dye my petticoat, I'll dye in trend, and round the world I'll bend for a bend. until my parents shall wish me then. Ascrii tum morning star. Shuel, shuel, shuel arwen. Shuel go sokkere, shuel go kuen. Shuel gador sager serlik blom. Ascrii tum morning star. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. That was really nice. Of course, even though, as you said, like it's a mixture of Irish and English, uh, there are few areas where I could
Yeah,
follow, but I love the way you have a deep voice where you can go to that level depth. Okay. Now, anything in Welsh you'd like to sing?
yeah. All right. Yes. I just wanted to say that although I'm not from Ireland originally, I feel Irish, and those songs speak to me more than any other songs. You know, even though I love all
Wow.
folk songs of the world. So
Okay. Okay.
so
Okay.
here's a few lines about a Welsh song. Um,
Sure.
it's called Farewell I Aberystwyth, which is farewell to Aberystwyth.
Okay.
So I Wales for 4 years, where I did my degree in literature in Cardiff Uni, and I love the people as well. You know, wonderful people. Farewell I Aberystwyth, farewell i'r ben moes glas, farewell I dor y castell, farewell i'r môr far glas. Farewell I ben y pici, farewell o'r ffig o'r ffordd, farewell i'r farc faclana, yn yr oed o'r. I don't think I can remember any more than that.
No, that's kind of you. Thank you so much.
Yes,
When
lovely.
it comes to this kind of music and singing, some songs you said you write yourself,
Yeah,
and some you sing traditional ones. Where do you get your inspiration? Where do you get your
that's right.
idea of your songs?
Yeah. Well, I feel that one of the biggest inspirations for me is Mother Earth. And that's really tied up with who I am. Like, it's my singing, my spirituality, and my beliefs, and my, you know, my fighting for the climate justice. You know, so it's all tied up. So I'm very inspired by Mother Earth and the moon, and nature, and this beautiful world which we all find ourselves in just for a short eye wink. You know, before we're gone. So I that's and mythology as well has been a big inspiration for me, especially Greek mythology and Mesopotamian and sort of world mythology, really. So they're the major things, like as well as general things like love, and you know, so that, yeah.
Okay. What is, in your opinion, what is love?
Love to me is when you meet a soul and you just love them for their soul, not for their age or their gender or their race. Just when you see a soul, yeah.
Okay. And what is life to you?
Sorry.
Life. When we say,
Yes. What is life for me?
what is life? Yeah.
Sorry, there's bad signal now.
No, no. What I said is
What is
like,
life? Well,
when you say like, life, what does life mean to you?
yeah. Well, life to me is just taking things slowly and celebrating every day, because we don't know how much longer we have, and I celebrate it through song and through dance and poetry and just loving each other and trying to help the people in the world. You know, that's
Okay.
life. It's
Okay.
beautiful.
Okay. And tell me this:
Yeah.
how your philosophy of life has helped you to be successful? Because you said, like, you would like to take things as it comes, be with nature, help others, and do what you like, right? So how does your
Mm.
philosophy of life help
Um,
you to be successful?
gone away. You went away for a while there.
Okay. Now, how does your philosophy of life?
Sorry, I can't hear.
Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Is it okay? Audible?
Mm.
Okay. Would you like to sing another song? An English song would be better. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Okay, I think there's some technical glitch. That's Miss Eve Telford from Ireland. And one thing what I actually liked when I spoke to her was she mentioned very clearly that all her songs are revolving around Mother Earth and love and peace. And she really, really prays for complete peace all over the world. And at no point and for no cause there should be any kind of war or even conflicts. And that's one thing which struck. And I thought, like, okay, why don't we have a discussion? She's back. Well, let me just allow her. Hi, can you hear me now?
Oh yes, yes. Sorry about that.
Oh, okay,
I
okay,
went into the
okay.
twilight zone for a bit.
Okay, okay, okay. No, I was just saying, like, what made you to be successful?
Well, I mean, it's still early in my careers, but so far, I've been successful by being myself and not copying other people. And
Okay.
you'd say, hang on a minute, because there are a lot of people who are,
Mhm.
folk, especially, like, who are copying others rather than finding their own voice, and they become successful. But I wouldn't buy into that, you know. So and since I met my wonderful sweetheart Jimmy Crowley, and we've been working together, that's really helped me as well. So we've been getting gigs together. So
Okay,
yeah.
okay, okay. Would you like to sing another song which is close to your heart?
All right. Yes.
Over to
Sure.
you.
All right. So I'll sing a song, um one of my own songs called Wheel of Fortune.
Yeah.
Mm. Which is inspired by mythology as well. Mm. Once there was a king of kings. He was so proud of his castle of rings. Now he is a beggar man. He's so cold he can hardly stand. We're all on the wheel of fortune, friends. Round and round the wheel goes. We rise to fall and then round and round the wheel goes. Once there was a tiny bird, locked in a cage with her song unheard. Now she sings in every tree, songs of gold and songs of green. We're all on the wheel of fortune, friends. Round and round the wheel goes. We rise to fall and then round and round the wheel goes. Lotto spin me on fine thread, the kisses measure it long, At the past do not sniff tomorrow. I am not yet ready to come home. Once there was a tiny girl, could hardly walk, she could only crawl. Now she dances in the night, flies like a swallow into the light, where all on the wheel of fortune turns, round and round the wheel goes. We rise to fall and then round and round the wheel goes. Round and round the wheel goes.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Thank you so much. Thank you so much, Eve. That was really sweet of you. And you did discuss about like how, your path. How did you come to this field, and what are the countries you have visited? How
Good.
being and living with different culture, different
That's
countries,
yeah.
appreciating different culture, people from different walks of life, and how they impact on your songs. We are able to evidently see that. Thank you so much.
Thank you
And
so much.
one last request: if you have Irish or a Welsh song, is it possible? Any one song? We have a few more minutes. Irish or Welsh, whichever you feel comfortable.
I yes, I can sing a bit of a Welsh song, but like since coming to Ireland, I
Okay,
haven't really been singing much in Welsh. So
okay, okay. Over to you. Over to you. Welsh.
it's a little song about just a few verses about the cuckoo in
Okay.
Welsh. Cuckoo bach on oitin heilog, falded out it out it out it out tighto. Canim lither egen pigog, falded out it out it out it out tighto. Lighty, 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 da 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 dee. Canim lither egen pigog, falded out it out it out it out tighto.
Okay.
Yeah.
And where did you learn? Because I remember you mentioned that you're from Australia, moved to different countries, and then you are here in Ireland. But how did you learn Irish? And I mean, especially Welsh. Um,
Um, well,
Conversation is fine, but singing level, where did you learn?
all right. Well, I lived in Wales for 4 years, and that's where I went to university. And I mixed with a lot of Welsh singers in the folk clubs, and I just gradually picked it up by ear.
Oh,
I never went to an institution to learn Welsh, and same with Irish. But
okay. Okay,
yeah.
thank you so much for your time, and I really appreciate you
Um,
allocating 30 minutes to
that's
talk to us and also sing nice songs. I wish you
thank you
all
so much.
success. Thank you so
Yeah,
much.
that's you. Lovely to have been here. Thank you.
Thank you. That was Miss Eve Telford from Ireland. We had a couple of conversations in regard with having her on the show, and she immediately consented to be with us and sing. She did mention about, like, the focus of her songs are more on nature and love and peace. So I said, like, that's going to be perfect, especially for this particular phase of life where the entire global the scenario is where we are all understanding how the nature is bouncing back in this lockdown period. Thank you.